Hello, my name is Darius Montgomery, and I'm going to be talking to you about different meanings regarding the city, the county, and with the school district that's actually implemented in my city. So the first things first, the city of Rancho Cucamonga, where I live, they tend to have meetings with the city council members. Right here is the mayor, which is going to be Dennis Michael. The mayor pro tem is going to be Lynn B. Kennedy, and the council members is Ryan A. Hutchinson, Christine D. Scott, and Ashley Stigler. They usually have it over at 10500 Civic Center Drive, which is the city hall. This is the last meeting that they have, which was April 1st of 2026. And this session was a closed session um, from 4:30 p.m. at their Tapia conference room, and then they had a regular meeting in the council chambers at 7 o'clock. Usually, uh, during the closed sessions, they'll go through announcements, uh, public communications on the closed session type items, and then the city manager has announcements. Um, After that, usually it'll be the open session. During the closed session, they were had a conference with labor negotiators. They had a conference with legal counsel, and then a conference with two legal counsels. In the fact of that matter, they went and had recess, and then after that, it was the regular meeting, which is council chambers at the council chambers. And usually, for this one, they have presentations, amendments to the agenda. If they don't have any amendments to the agenda, they'll move on to announcements and presentations, and then public communications. Um, After public communications, they go through the calendar of what they need to talk about. And then usually they'll follow up with hearing or any reports that's going on. Basically, just understanding what they need throughout the session from the black before the last session. So from the last session going on to the next session, they go through um, orders and amendments and understanding the needs of the public. During this time frame, they would just after they would be done with this, they would tend to move on to next session meetings at times, and they'll schedule for next session meetings. With this one was recorded. As you can see, they had it recorded, and it took about approximately almost 2 hours for just the regular meeting. They didn't record the closed meeting, but they recorded the regular meeting. And like I said, they went through announcements, the calendar. They had the hearings, the public hearings, items that were on display, and then any of like the council businesses, adjournment and whatnot. The next thing, which was the San Bernardino County, their board of supervisors had a regular meeting. Their regular meeting was on Tuesday, last Tuesday, which was April 7th. They have five district supervisors that are attended throughout the San Bernardino County. They tend to utilize this area right here. Let me show. So they have two sessions. One will be closed session, which is at 9 o'clock. They'll have their meeting at the Magna Lawson Room, which is in the fifth floor of the County Government Center. And this is usually where they have the council meeting, exiting legislations with different types of cases. And then after that, around 10 o'clock, they will have a public session, which would be in the Covington Chambers, which is actually the first floor of the County Government Center in San Bernardino. And usually for that matter, they do different things. It's not just one thing. So they have adjournments, the board of supervisors, the first districts, um, with the public, second district and third district, fourth, fifth, so on for the public. They have special presentations sometimes. During this meeting, they didn't have any special presentations. For this one, they had reports from the county council and the chief executive officers, individual board chamber comments, if there was any presentation for the agenda for this one, was basically uh, the additions of emergency urgency items placed for consent in the calendars. Minor reservations of the agendas that were an item that needs to be removed or continue from the supervisors, and then disclosure pursuant to government codes. So this one, I didn't find this one recorded, but you can attend to the public meetings if they allow it in a sense, and depending, and you'll be seated wherever the district that you're representing for that city. So like for example, under my district, it'll be district will be the second district because I live in Rancho Cucamonga. And so, yeah, there's different agendas that they have, like aging in adult services, Arrowhead Regional Medical Center wanted a funding increase, community development housing. They want authorizations to execute not submitted amendments. Just different orders throughout that day that they were asking, requesting, and for the city to or the county to evaluate every known need for the public itself. And going back to the school district, so under Rancho Cucamonga, we're the Alta Loma School District, and the school district has a board of trustees meeting on a regular basis. This one is coming up, actually. This one's going to be on the 15th, Wednesday at 6 p.m. This one's going to be set based off on 9390 Baseline Road, which is in Altaloma. That's their school district's sport support center, which is off of Baseline and Archibald. Usually they have the open session for this one. Call to order. They have their roll calls for the boards, and then they implement the comment announcements, which they like welcome anybody like visitors, employees, any organizations, even students sometimes attend to these board meetings regarding the situation. With this one, they also as well recognize and do presentations. They checked it for approval of minutes. This one for this one they approved the minutes from last month, which was March 11th. Written communications, they have the board's members as communications for that. And then public commenting is one of the more important aspects of these meetings for all three of them because uh, the public gets to say, have concerns and needs regarding situations. They didn't have a public hearing for this one. There was a board report regarding issues and items that were followed, such as conference workshops, meetings, school visitations, and activities regarding the situations. So the superintendent staff also reported like district activities, curriculum, timely events, just to follow up with all the different schools of what they are doing. And so far, yeah, this is just basically understanding the policies and bylaws with this aspect. So it's interesting fact about this. A couple years ago, my oldest daughter, we actually had the board deciding to change how to let students go from school in a sense because of the situation that follow up with my oldest. They allowed my oldest to leave without following up because she was in, let's see, that was she was in first grade at the time, and they allowed her just to leave off campus. And so, long story short, we couldn't find her when we were picking her up. I found out that she walked home. We actually live about like 5 minutes from the school, but we found out she walked home. We implemented the concern to the school, and the school actually changed some of their policies regarding that situation, and it went through across the whole school district. So we felt that it was grateful for us that they saw the concern that one parent, which was us, had, and it brought it to the attention to the school board, understanding that, oh, we need to change and adapt to these policies to make the children's life safer. And so that was one of the interesting aspects that they improved on that. Other things, I've been to city board meetings when I was in law enforcement a couple years back, obviously working and understanding the city's like the public's needs, and it kind of goes implementing what the book states, like for the public is the sole purpose of how the city, the county handle situations and how they run. If there's concerns aspects, and if it improves the aspect of the city or the county, then should be implemented. And then there's times where there'll be positive outcomes for it. There will be trial and errors for it, and people and the city and the county can learn from it. But usually with these board meetings, it's for the people to show their concerns regarding actions that are throughout, because not every council member, not every supervisor district would be able to see what's going on outside. It's the people that's showing what's going on outside. So yeah, this is basically the city, the county, and the school district on how they handle situations on a regular basis by the support of the community. Thank you.